What's up, guys? Just gonna show off a little bit of Car Mechanic Simulator. Some of y'all asked me to do a video, just a quick rundown of what's all involved in the game. So it's pretty easy. You start out with 2 lifts. You can bring in about three jobs at a time. You can throw one up there. Right now we're gonna work on this Corvette right here. But before we get to do all that, to get any of the jobs in here into the garage, all the jobs come in on the phone like normal, and they're gonna tell you, give a little rundown what's wrong with the car, pretty much the same way a normal person that doesn't know a thing about their car would tell you. Oh, the car is loud and the controlling of the car feels loose and whatnot, and you have the choice to decline it or take the job. And we'll just go ahead and take another one just to throw in the middle of the garage here. Little loading screen. Takes it a little while I'm streaming here, but pretty much it's gonna set up in the middle of your garage here, and you press O to figure out what all needs to go down on the car. And now that I've been playing this for quite a few hours already, I've gotten to the point where it won't tell you what's wrong with the car exactly, just that the car is loud. But here it gives you an indication, oh, it's most likely the exhaust. So since I took that job, another one just popped up on the phone, and that just rang, and I have to do all this with this other job. But that's pretty much how you keep this garage going while you're working on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on a quick job on this Corvette over here, or for copyright reasons, not really a Corvette. Obviously no Chevy badges or anything like that, but it's quite obvious it's a Stingray of some sort. So go ahead, see what's wrong with it, and of course it's not going to tell me what needs fixed, but the braking system needs fixing, and so we'll go ahead and lift this back up and see what's wrong with it. Of course, with any set of brakes, it would be smart to get rid of the tire. So likewise, we'll go ahead and get all the lug nuts out, get this tire off, probably on both sides. Oh yep, those are some rusty brakes there. Get this other tire off here. You'll just right click on any part and hold it to get the part off. And if there's any nuts and bolts going through it, it's going to go ahead and do the whole sequence where you gotta click and hold all the nuts off. And much easier here than in real life, but you know, don't need to worry about strip bolts or anything like that. No heartache there. So definitely this whole brake disc is probably completely ruined. So we'll go ahead and take this brake caliper off. And on the back side there's 2 bolts like there normally would be on a real car. And then brake pads, get rid of these. Take this brake disc off. And likewise, come back around on the other side. And go ahead and do the same thing. These brake calipers I'm probably are certain are pretty rough. Right now I'm running in windowed mode, so I can't see the bottom of the screen. It's probably saying all the indicators that I need that shows what the durability of each of those parts are, or the condition of them. So what I normally do to help me organize what parts I need to go ahead and get, so I need 2 brake discs, brake caliper, brake pads are fine, they'll live, but we'll go ahead and see what else is wrong with this car if I haven't discovered anything else. So if it's not here in the front, it's most likely in the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this up and get rid of the tires in the back. Okay, drum brakes in the back. Oh yeah, those brake shoes are bad, and this drum wheel cylinder is pretty bad too. And that shows to be everything that I need to fix on this car. But in reality, we would check all of these brakes just to make sure we're not running fresh brakes and mixing and matching fresh brakes with worn out brakes here. So take this other wheel and drum off. Everything looks good on the inside here. So we'll go ahead and order new parts from the computer over here. And since this isn't a specialty car or anything like that, we'll just go to the regular car part shop and look at brakes. So I need 2 brake discs, $100 brakes, and I think I need a caliper. I'm not sure. Let me look at that again. So I need a drum wheel cylinder and a brake shoe and a brake caliper. So we'll go ahead and get those. And we have ultra fast Amazon Prime as per usual. It is Prime Day. So we'll go ahead and look at our inventory and make sure we have everything that we need. Brand new brake discs, drum wheel cylinder, brake caliper, brake shoes. I believe that's all I need for this fix. So let's go back to the Corvette over here and start putting everything back on. Now we were in disassemble mode with hitting 1. If you hit 2, you actually get to reassemble the car and select different parts to put on there per their conditions. You definitely would probably want to put your best stuff on first. Go on the back here, screw this caliper back on, and put this tire back on here. Star pattern. It doesn't penalty you for doing it a whole different wrong way, but you know, don't want to develop bad habits with a video game. Let's see. Bring it into 2. Brake disc. Brake pads. Attach those back on there. And put the rim back on. Okay, move on to the back. 2. The drum wheel cylinder on there. There's definitely more parts to this in reality than there are in this game, but you know, it is a video game after all. We can't have a perfect world. But it's a pretty cool game. It shows you all the bare basics on how to actually put a car together, and putting all the different parts doesn't seem like I'm talking Japanese anymore for the most part. It's pretty spot on. So we'll go ahead and get this last rim in there. Make sure I didn't leave any parts out. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So we'll go ahead and sell the rest of our junk parts out because we don't need them anymore. And there's really no fixing these. I don't really want these brake pads anyway. But these aren't too bad a condition, so I'll leave those. And double check the work order. Everything seems to be fixed, and I get $572 off of this, so we'll go ahead and finish that. And everything looks good. The car went away and I got the money. And now to move the cars from the center back to a lift that's open, you just go up to the car and find it a new spot in your garage and hit the M key, and that moves it to a different spot. But other than that, it's a pretty simple game here. But go ahead and leave you off at that. This is pretty fun. It's Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, and it's on sale on Steam for $3. And I will see you in a different recording.